Greetings! Counterfeit handbags that sell for $200 have become so good that almost nobody can tell the difference from $10,000 originals. This video has comments from others that will make you think, smile, and frown. If the fakes are so perfectly indistinguishable from the real thing, then the counterfeiters aren't the ones committing fraud. The real fraud is designers charging $10,000 for something that obviously can be made for a fraction of the cost. I worked for a private client in China 1 year in the manufacturing sector of the city. On one side of the factory, the workers would be creating high-end fashion accessories for well-known designers, and directly across the aisle, there would be a crew duplicating the designs as knockoffs. The workmanship and duplication were stellar. The Chinese people are hardworking, kind, and industrious people. They aren't known for creating, but they sure can duplicate and manufacture at a low cost in large quantities. This is well known in the industry, so the luxury brands should stop whining about counterfeits and manufacture elsewhere if they want to protect their branding. A few years ago, I purchased a super fake copy of the expensive watch my banker brother wore every day. I then got him to take off his watch so that I could have a better look at it. Within a blink, he saw two identical watches on the table. I have never seen my brother sweat this much in his life. He was in a panic that he would wind up with the fake and I would wind up with the original. He didn't calm down until he found the original paperwork and compared serial numbers. There really was no way of telling them apart other than by the wear and tear on the original. I gifted him the fake, and he keeps the original in a safe. I find it rather funny the number of people who have commented just to show how superior they are for not being interested in buying a luxury bag, real or fake. I completely understand that not everyone gets the same amount of joy out of a bag. Personally, I get a lot of joy, and I only get joy from knowing I have a real one. I do not care if anyone knows whether mine is real or fake. I know. For me, it is about having something that makes me feel good even when the rest of me, internally and even externally, may be a mess. Also, for me, a luxury bag is a treat, not an expectation. It is an internal sign that I have done well enough in life to treat myself. I understand if others don't feel that way, but that does not make my feelings less valid. I know it's fun to ridicule luxury item companies that are plagued by cheap knockoffs, but Chinese counterfeit products and other industries have real-world consequences. I work in aircraft manufacturing, and our industry is swamped with fake fasteners from overseas, like special screws, nut plates, and rivets made from substandard materials. Even certifications purporting to be from the required fastener manufacturers are often forgeries. It's an enormous and very disturbing problem, and no one has come up with a solution to ridding the supply chain of counterfeits. They are everywhere. When $2,000 Chanel purses are fake, we all laugh. But when we fly on airplanes that might be filled with fake $2 fasteners keeping us from crashing, it's not so funny. That's why the West needs to be unrelenting in demanding China crack down on counterfeit manufacturers. So many perceptions of quality are tied to the owner, not the thing. My wife is an ENT surgeon. After she ran the first wedding ring we bought during medical school through a hospital incinerator, cost of $135, I started buying her $5 tungsten rings on Amazon that she could accidentally melt down as frequently as she wished. After we had been married 15 years and she was earning a surgeon's salary, almost as a joke, I went on to Amazon and spent $40 for a 4-carat spectacular cubic zirconia, beautifully set in a silver band. My wife wore her new $40 ring for a while. Without fail, both patients and peers would ooh and ah over the many fine details of its clarity, cut, and setting. She earned an ENT surgeon's salary after all, and not for a moment would anyone doubt her ability to pay for such a fine ring. Not one person suspected it was fake, and that somehow made it awesome in their minds. After a month or so of this, my wife took off her $40 ring forever and returned to wearing a simple $5 tungsten band, which is on her finger to this day. Some of her patients are of very limited means. She believed it inconsiderate to project wealth in this way. The $10,000 handbag crowd are different from the rest of us. Case in point, my daughter attended, thanks to a generous scholarship, a private women's college in Massachusetts. It attracted students from around the world. Suffice it is to say that my daughter was surrounded by wealth, the likes of which she had never seen before. At the end of every semester, huge, sturdy cardboard containers were placed outside dorms for the young women to dispose of any clothing, shoes, or purses, bags that they didn't need anymore. Any student could go through the bins and take what they wanted. My daughter was flabbergasted to see actual designer bags or clothing tossed into the bins. My daughter learned a lot about excess consumption and disparity. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.